Welcome to Real Talk Sundays, our weekly sit-down where we hit pause on the chaos and talk about what's really going on here on the homestead. Around here, we share the ups and downs of homestead life, what's working, what's not, and all the little lessons in between. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Real Talk Sundays. As you can see, we got a table full. We are working on preserving some of our garden's biggest harvest of the season. It's really putting out for us right now. We've got jalapeños, bell peppers, tomatoes, both red and green, and we're doing it laid back style today, no canning. We're fixing to get started on these red tomatoes first. We're gonna go ahead and work on coring them. And if you guys have missed our video on our method for putting up tomatoes, it's called Putting Up Tomatoes the Easy Way, no canning. Be sure and check it out. It's already up, and I'll link it in the description or either at the end screen, the end of the video. Another video we got coming up is how we preserve our green tomatoes. Yes, we like to slice these and freeze these as well to hold out for recipes that call for green tomatoes, including fried green tomatoes during the winter. So you guys be on the lookout for that one. And as for our peppers, our bell peppers and our jalapeños, we're gonna be dicing those up today and getting them prepared for the freezer. Now it's gonna also be an upcoming video, how we freeze peppers and what to do with them. So y'all be on the lookout for it as well. We're trying to do several videos because we're in the prime, as everyone else is, in the prime harvest season. And we're trying to pass along tips and things that we do and share with you guys how we preserve. As you know, we do a lot of our preserving by the method of freezing versus canning. The reason for that, yes, canning is a more sustainable way to do it, absolutely, hands down. Due to the fact if the power was to be knocked out consecutively, you have no fear of your canned goods going to waste, whereas you do with the freezer. You've got generators to back up, but you can only do that for so long. However, the reason that we tend to freeze more than we can, we live in a very small house. And we have a big, huge, old-style deep freezer, and we tend to have more available room in that freezer than we do in our house, but we are looking to expand maybe an exterior storage building or something of that accord to incorporate more canning. But we're just not quite there yet. So most of the methods that you'll see us use will be freezing. Some things we blanch, some things we don't. We're also going to be making jalapeno poppers to go ahead and put up and freeze in the freezer with the majority of our jalapenos. If you've watched some of our other videos on jalapenos, you know that we love using them, especially in prime harvest season, but we also like to put them up in the freezer. So if you guys are interested in seeing how we go ahead and make those poppers up, preserving jalapenos, the best way to freeze poppers for later. Be sure and check that video out. As far as what we've been doing this past week on the homestead, guys, we racked up on a few more clearance seeds from our local hardware store and planted some squash, some zucchini, and some butternut squash. And it's already up, looking good. The butternut squash this is our first time ever planting butternut squash. We experimented last fall with a couple recipes with some store-bought butternut squash. We grilled it actually, but we wanted to try our hand at planting it and growing some butternut squash and experimenting with a few more recipes, especially in the winter with some stews and soups maybe. So like I said, when we caught the seeds on clearance, we went ahead and grabbed some and got them in the ground, and hopefully they'll have time to produce a good stand of butternut squash.
We also planted some straight neck squash, kind of an experiment for us. Down here in the south and the heat is terrible. It's terrible today. Not sure how it's going to do. Where we planted it at though stays shaded for more than where we normally planted. So hopefully that shade will save them. I don't know. It was kind of an experimental thing. The seeds was on sale. I think we paid a few cents for the seeds. Wasn't much at
I
all.
think we paid $2 for the whole pack. We ended up getting a whole row and a half
Yeah, I
out
didn't
of
plant
it,
them,
and
Mama.
still had some left in the pack. It was a big pack, and but like you said, we don't normally plant squash this late because of the heat, but we like piddling and trying new things, seeing what works, what don't.
You can't learn if you don't try it. That way we can, I mean, if it does work, we can let y'all know, or it don't work. We can share it with y'all. Y'all leave us a comment when y'all plant, how late is the latest y'all ever planted squash.
We also, talking about experimenting, something else that we're trying new to us this year, we've tried propagating the suckers off our tomato plants to have a second round or a second late planting of tomato plants. And we successfully got those rooted and got a good root system on a few propagations and cuttings that we did. And we got those in the ground, but we've had tremendous rain, and so it's almost drowned them. They're looking kind of rough, but we're gonna hold out and see how they do for the long run. We also took some clippings from our blueberry bushes, and we're in the process of rooting them. So we'll keep you guys updated on that, and we'll probably do a full video once the whole process is done. I'll make a complete start to finish video on how they did. And I also took some clippings from our fig tree, and we've also got those rooting as well. So we'll let you know how all that turns out for us.
I looked at clippings this morning. They looking pretty.
We're always trying to find ways to save money. You'd be surprised to learn what you can take clippings and cuttings from and have free baby plants off of.
Yeah, like the blueberry bushes she's done, and the fig trees, those are sustainable. They're perennials. They stay, we'll always have them. Last week's video was a little different than normal. If y'all liked it and watched it, leave us a comment on what you thought about it. If you want us to do more videos like that, speaking from the heart and just getting real, sincere, and personal with y'all, just let us know. Another exciting thing we got coming up this weekend is the next Real Talk Sunday video will be sitting in a boat floating on a lake, we hope. As long as it ain't raining and storm and the weather permits. We got a trip with the family coming up this weekend on the lake, the local lake here a couple hours away. Looking forward to that. We'll probably do a little bit of, hopefully get some fishing footage, clips of us laughing and having a good time together as a family. Excited about that.
Yes, we are.
Get away from...
We don't do a lot of... I'm sorry.
No, like you say, well, she's probably going to say the same thing. We don't do a whole lot of that, but...
We don't do a lot of extended family vacations. So it'll be my mom, it'll be all of our kids, it'll be my brother and his wife and his 2 kids. So there's going to be a pile of us all in one hole. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fun to be had and a lot of funny stories to come back with. Well, as you can see, we've got our work cut out for us. We're going to have us a busy Sunday afternoon. It'll take us a while to get all this put up and done. Oh, almost forgot. So I did my first ever sourdough bread yesterday. Yeah. And it turned out so good, and I was so proud of myself that I made another dough up, and this is a little bit different. This is lazy sourdough bread. You don't have to have a starter. You use kefir milk, and you guys will have to stay tuned to check out that video. That's going to be an upcoming video. I'll try to get that one up sometime this coming week. No promises, because we've got a lot to do getting prepared for the lake trip and getting all of our vegetables that we can try to stay caught up while we're going away for the weekend. But I will do my best to get that one up. But that is definitely a video y'all are going to want to check out. Super easy, super simple, and it's super fast. The dough only has to prove 4 to 6 hours. So no waiting 7 to 14 days for your starter to mature or anything. So you guys look out for that.
Delicious, I promise you. I'm from here in a few minutes. I'm gonna slice up one of these tomatoes over here and go have me a sandwich with some of it.
As far as what videos we had dropped this week in our laid back gardening series, we had episode 6 was the one I mentioned earlier, putting up tomatoes the easy way, no canning, and that's what we're working on now, as you can see. So to check out this whole process, be sure and check that video out. We also dropped one for our chicken folks. Why every chicken keeper needs diatomaceous earth. I go over all the wonderful benefits of using diatomaceous earth in the coop. So you guys be sure and check that out. It's an all natural, in my opinion, cheap way to benefit your chickens in many, many ways. So be sure and check that one out. On our Garden to Table series, episode 6, TJ shared with us how he makes his deer sausage stuffed bell peppers. That's another awesome way to use up your bell peppers out of the garden, and you can freeze them to pull out later for a quick, easy meal or a snack. So y'all check that one out as well.
I can promise you that one is entertaining, and even if you're not interested
Yes.
in the recipe, just watch it, because me and Mama have a good time. It's the 4th of July weekend. We were off for a couple days, and we didn't have any kids, and we just had us a good old time.
Yeah, we did. We got our tickle boxes turned on, and like he said, it was a good time for both of us. We really enjoyed making that video. You guys will have to check that one out. And as far as upcoming videos for this coming week, like I mentioned earlier, how to freeze peppers and what to do with them. And for our Garden to Table series, episode 7, I'll show you how to make tomato gravy. So stay tuned for that one. As always, guys, we appreciate the support y'all give us by watching our videos. We enjoy reading the comments, giving us your input.
Feedback, the positive comments. We take negative comments, it don't matter. We can learn something. But we really appreciate it. It lights my day up, but it also does hers more, because she puts a lot of time and effort into editing these videos. I don't do any of the editing. She does all the editing. She's the backbone of the Blue Dog Ventures. I really appreciate her, and y'all give her a thumbs up for her editing.
But hopefully, like he said, if the weather cooperates, next Sunday, when you guys tune in to our Real Talk, we'll be coming to you from the boat with rods in our hand. You guys take care, and until next Sunday, see you later.
Thanks, guys.